Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Last week on Friday, I talked to you about some advertisements that were showing up all over DC. There were these really weird things that were showing up that said stuff like this. Don't hand our keys to China. Oppose so-called right to repair laws that put American drivers and national security at risk. Paid for by Rev Up America. Stop the Repair Act. Don't let DC tell you how to fix your car. A lot of these ads are complete bullshit. When you take a look at their Facebook page, your car isn't just a vehicle. It's a rolling network packed with data. So-called right to repair laws would give unrestricted access to that data, opening the door to hackers, cheap knockoff parts, and adversaries like China, North Korea, and Iran. We can't let Washington put our drivers, data, and national security at risk.
Bullshit, that's our fucking job! That's our fucking job!
Let's read this from Stellantis. Third-party platform data incidents. September 21st, 2025, Auburn Hills, Michigan. Stellantis safeguarding customers' data and upholding their trust are our highest priorities, which is why we have put together systems that are easily hacked and screwed with by millions of people. We recently detected unauthorized access to a third-party service provider's platform that supports our North American customer service operations. Upon discovery, we immediately activated our incident response protocols, initiated a comprehensive investigation, took prompt action to contain and mitigate the situation. We are also notifying the appropriate authorities and blah. So what happened here? Stellantis got owned. Millions of customers' data and records has been spilled out everywhere. This is not something that's new at all. This is something that's been happening for a number of different years. If you don't like Stellantis, take a look at what BMW did. Just look at the past data security incidents. You have the connected drive vulnerability. You have the APT infiltration in 2019, a UK customer database breach in 2020, a ransomware attack in 2023, Azure misconfiguration where there was a storage bucket that exposed BMW's private keys and credentials. I mean, this is just... It's a meme. North Korea, Iran, and China are not the ones that are stealing your data. It's the automakers. And very often, they're not even necessarily stealing your data or hacking your data. They're just leaving your data somewhere where anybody literally could just walk over and take it because they're incompetent. And one of the things to understand is that security through obscurity is not a thing. When I speak to people that are in the industry, the best that I could get out of them without when dealing with people that are afraid if they tell me the wrong thing, they're going to get fired, is that these systems were just fundamentally not designed for the idea that there would be open access. So for instance, there are computers in my house where I may not have a password on there. I may not have to hit the Windows L key to lock the screen when I leave because I believe that you're not going to get access to that unless you break into my house. And if you've broken into my house, I likely have bigger problems than you getting access to whatever the hell is on the desktop of my computer. Whereas if I have my laptop and I'm traveling with me, I always hit the Windows L key because if I go to the bathroom, if there's somebody got let in the store or a customer gets back here by accident, you know what I'm talking about. These systems inside these vehicles are very similar in that they're technically not wrong when they say that giving repair people access may make things less secure, but the only reason that's the case is because this stuff is not secure to begin with. None of it was designed securely to begin with. If it was designed securely to begin with and competently, then you wouldn't have all of these problems. Most of the arguments that you hear about your data being more easily hackable if repair people have access to it is because the entire way the system is put together, they've locked the repair people and you out of what's in your car. But once you just get access to this basic thing, you get access to everything. And that's not the way it should be. There are a number of different ways to set this up. You could have a computer that has multiple accounts on it with different privileges for different users so that you're not in a situation where if a repair mechanic has access to it, they can stalk the customer. You see these ads that got put out in Massachusetts in 2020 by the automotive industry when there was right to repair on the ballot, which won 74-26. And many of these ads had people stalking somebody through a parking lot, stalking them home, opening their garage without their consent. And the only reason that any of this would ever be possible if a repair person had access to the diagnostic tools and software to be able to fix what's on your vehicle is if you set this up like complete garbage to begin with. It's like having a computer in your house that has one account. There's just one user account. The password is 1234, and everybody's stuff is just all there. And saying, well, it would be insecure if I let somebody else look at the computer. And yeah, it would be insecure if you let somebody else look at the computer because you set it up that way. Whereas if I have a Linux computer that is set up with encryption and I have it set up where each user on this Linux computer has a different username, that's a different level of security than just having one account that everybody gets access to. These systems are insecure, but they're insecure by design. And they're not insecure because of right to repair. They were already built to be insecure, which is why you're constantly having these data breaches and these hacks happen on a regular basis. The reason that these are occurring is because A, the automotive manufacturer does not care to make the system secure, and B, they're collecting your data without your consent to begin with. Again, even if their system was completely insecure garbage, if there was nothing to collect on you, you probably wouldn't care. However, your car is collecting all this data on you without your consent, which is why you should care. And I find it very relevant that this giant Stellantis data breach that affects millions and millions of customers is occurring within 1 week of these trucks popping up all over Washington, D.C., because it proves the point. Obviously, I would prefer that no hacking occur at all because I don't like people's personal data being leaked. But if this hack were to occur at any time, it should occur at the same time that these garbage propaganda trucks are popping up all over Washington, D.C. In this video, I made a call to action that I asked of all of you, which is if you are somebody who believes in right to repair, if you believe that when you spend $25,000 to $45,000 for a car, that you should be able to choose who fixes that car, and you see all of this for the bullshit that it is, that you contact your senator and your United States House of Representatives representative and let them know that this is bullshit. Let them know that this is false. Let them know that this is garbage. And let them know that the only reason there are any security issues whatsoever is because of incompetent, lazy automakers, not because of right to repair. And I'm going to make that ask of you again. I'm going to ask that you follow up on the first thing that you send and say, look at this. This act that you're saying is going to make things insecure, that hasn't passed yet. It's not here yet, and yet things are still being hacked. And the reason they're being hacked is because the automakers suck at doing their job. This hack involves Salesforce, but there are many other hacks that are not the fault of any sort of outside provider that they are using. As I've listed just over here, when BMW was falsely claiming that the reason that they're closing off their API to Home Assistants is because they care about security. Bullshit. If you cared about security, then you would not be exposing BMW's private keys, credentials, and to the public internet. Like, just no. I don't believe you. And I don't think any of you should either. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.